Good Avenue as well. RomanAvaTake.com. Twitter, be concise. It's B.W. Weber. So more college football with the national semifinals and the Final Four coming up tomorrow. Let's say hello to our pal Pete Butak from collegefootballnews.com. Pete, happy holidays. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you doing, Mr. Weber?
I am living the dream, and always terrific to talk football with you before we get to the national semifinals, and I think both those games are going to be blowouts. Let's look ahead to New Year's Day, because I'm a traditionalist. I remember when that was the best day of the year in college football. Which of those games on January 1st do you find to be most intriguing?
I mean, obviously the Rose Bowl is always going to be the one. I mean, the one thing about this bowl season so far that's really been exposed is that these are exhibitions. And for me, it is a playoff era. You know, back in the old bowl era that, you're pining for is that, New Year's Day was a big deal because those were the games that determined the national championship. And forget the fact that the best teams didn't always play each other. They were locked in these weird bowl tie-ins. But now this bowl season's kind of exposed as, these are just kind of games. They're playing. It doesn't really matter. It used to be where, okay, if we win this game, maybe we'll finish in the top 15. Now it's not really like that anymore. But the Rose Bowl still stands out. It just is a singular American event. That is the one that rises up above the glut of other bowl games. Whether it's the peach or the cotton or the sugar, they're all in these big domes, and they all kind of blend into one. But the Rose Bowl is truly unique.
But Pete, as you know, it was the Poulan Weed Eater Independence Bowl.
This year's the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl.
I was taking you old school. I thought you were giving me a
sorry.
vestige of my sports childhood. Let's talk about games that matter. So you have West Virginia playing Syracuse today, but no Will Grier. Making history as the first marquee quarterback to skip a bowl game to get ready for the NFL draft. Undeniably, I think he's making the right business decision, and I've had the same mindset since Christian McCaffrey and Leonard Fournette skipped their bowl games. How much bigger do you expect this trend to become?
Oh, huge, and it should be bigger. And the only way I'll push back on this, and I'm 1,000% in agreement, that if you're a top, let's say, 30 caliber draft pick, let's say top 50 caliber draft pick, you really shouldn't be playing one more down of college football than you have to. There's no point risking it. I know there's insurance, but it's not as easy as everyone makes it out to be. So, yeah, I'm absolutely 1,000% with everybody when it comes to, yes, they should sit out these bowl games because they absolutely are exhibitions if it's not the college football playoff. With that said, it's a little different if you're Christian McCaffrey or playing another position as it is for Will Grier at quarterback. And so I don't know why, if you're Will Grier at this point, like once they were knocked out of I guess they was knocked out of the national championship play, he kept playing for the Big 12 championship. I don't know why these guys don't pull a Nick Bosa and just quit in the middle of the season and just protect their investments. But if you're Grier, he's not a top, say, 20 pick guaranteed.
Well, even with Justin Herbert now deciding to stay in Oregon, doesn't that change the entire depth chart under center heading into the draft?
Of course, but let's say Dwayne Haskins comes out, right? He's probably the top guy, and Drew Lock. And then look at all these NFL teams you're previewing. Give me the ones who are absolutely rock-solid guaranteed locks to be desperate to upgrade a quarterback. You have Jacksonville, who's obviously not in the playoff picture. You have the Giants, who are going to have to invest. I don't know if they're going to invest the first rounder in one. And who else you got?
Dolphins are going to move on from Ryan Tannehill. Yeah. They're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, but he's been all right.
No, financially, Pete, they're not going to stay with him. They're not going to pay him $22 million.
Exactly. That's sort of the Herbert point, where it's like, get to the point where you're going to pay $20 million. He did pay $20 million a year. You got to get through that rookie contract first. But the point being is that there are, like last year, you knew Cleveland needed a quarterback, and the Jets needed a quarterback, and Buffalo needed, and just on and on and on. And now you don't really have that this year. So I think if you're Grier, this would have been a case against a bad Syracuse secondary for a free 375 yards there for the taking. Maybe you up your stock just a wee bit with one more big game.
We are chatting with Pete Butak. Check out his outstanding work at collegefootballnews.com. Let's move to the games that matter. Finally, we get to the semifinals tomorrow. Start with Clemson, Notre Dame, Cotton Bowl. These teams, you'll recall, played a terrific game in the rain at Clemson a few years ago. Came down to the missed two-point conversion. But unless Clemson implodes with turnovers, do you think this game is even close? I know they're going to be missing Dexter Lawrence, but Pete, they have incredible depth on the defensive line.
Yeah, the Dexter Lawrence thing is overblown. I mean, obviously he's amazing. To me, he's probably the biggest rock-solid lock NFL draft prospect out there. And you don't get better by losing a guy of that caliber. But Clemson is also going to replace him with other guys who are going to get at least a cup of coffee in the NFL. So that rotation is going to be. But kind of combine this with the whole point of guys jumping out early for the NFL. The guy who comes in back as the backup is going to try really, really hard. And so in some of these games, if you've got a guy who is, maybe hasn't been able to play all year, that guy is going to be the one who is going to give, the full effort and not worry about his future and really roll. Not saying that Lawrence wouldn't, but they're going to be just fine at the defensive interior. My concern in this whole process is that the ACC is just bad. Give me the big 3-run home run win that Clemson's got this year. Okay, going to Texas A&M was pretty good. All right, they did win the ACC championship, but Pitt sort of stunk, and finally they beat Syracuse. But there just wasn't anything there to the ACC that said, yeah, we know that Clemson's really great. At least Notre Dame, they got by Michigan. They got by all these decent teams. Florida State was down, USC was down, but those are still, marquee games. Notre Dame, I think, is going to keep this a lot closer than everyone's assuming it is.
Can you set for the national semifinals coming up tomorrow? Chatting with Pete Butek from collegefootballnews.com. Let's wrap it up with Game 2, Alabama-Oklahoma Orange Bowl. We know that Oklahoma has a lousy defense. Can they score enough behind Kyler Murray against the solid Alabama defense to win this game in a shootout? And what do you make of Tua's ankle injury?
The ankle injury doesn't seem like it's that big a deal. No one's really seems to be concerned about it at all. What's going to be interesting, I know these two teams are used to playing and living life in just big-time humidity and heat to where they're from and, playing games when it's hot. I'm here, and it is about 1,000% humidity, and it's about an 80-something degrees. It'll cool down a little bit by tomorrow when Saturday night rolls around. But if you remember a couple years ago when Clemson and Oklahoma went at it in the semifinals here, and Oklahoma just wore down. It was